You're here, exactly where you were when sleep slipped away, lying still beneath the weight of the blanket that settles over your body like a quiet promise. The room holds its breath just beyond the edge of hearing, and it's okay that you're awake. It's not failure. There is no wrong way to be in this moment. Your brain has come online, not because something urgent demands attention, but simply because it chooses to. That's how it works for you sometimes. Thoughts surge up like water through cracked ground, unbidden and unplanned. And one gentle note before we go further: this is a place to rest, not medical advice, and it is no substitute for professional care. If sleep keeps being hard night after night, a licensed healthcare professional is the right person to walk that with you. For tonight, there is nothing to fix. There are things you're thinking about now, fragments of a conversation that happened days ago. Whether the door is locked downstairs, what they might say if you brought this up tomorrow, something left unfinished on your to-do list from yesterday. There's no order to them. They don't wait their turn. They arrive all at once like loose things spilling out of an open drawer: names, phrases, plans, decisions that never quite settled. That's not a sign that you're broken or overwhelmed. It's just the way your mind functions when it wakes in this deep silence between hours. You don't need to solve anything. You don't have to decide what comes next. There is no obligation here to gather those thoughts into some tidy container. No expectation to act on them. No rule that says you must return to sleep by a certain time. The fact that your brain won't shut off doesn't mean it's failing. It means it's alive and engaged, even when the world is quiet. You're not supposed to stop thinking. You're just asked to notice without reaction, to let each thought pass through like wind over stone. No resistance, no catching, no judgment. That doesn't mean you have to agree with them or believe them. It means simply acknowledging, yes, that's there now, and then letting it go. When a memory surfaces, the way your sister laughed at the table last week, her head tilted back like she was drinking in joy, you don't need to replay it fully, not even for a second. You can feel its shape, the warmth of it briefly brushing against you, and then gently place it down, as as if setting an object on a shelf that isn't meant to hold anything permanent. The same with worries about what might happen tomorrow. They're real enough in their moment, but they don't need your attention right now. Your brain doesn't know how to pause itself. That's not its design. It keeps going because it has to, because evolution wired it that way for survival. But you can create a space where the noise isn't required to be managed or fixed. You're not being asked to stop thinking. You are only being invited to stop doing anything with your thoughts. You don't have to schedule them, write them down, assign time to them, or even name them out loud in your head. They can exist as quiet visitors, fleeting impressions that enter and leave without permission or farewell. That's fine. You're not their keeper. And here's something important. Noticing a thought doesn't mean you have to act on it. The fact that you see the image of an email draft forming in your mind does not require you to respond, rewrite, or even reread it. Seeing it is enough. Recognizing it is enough. That's all any moment demands. Your body knows how to rest, even when your mind feels like a room with too many lights on. You don't need to make everything still before you can lie down again. The physical sensation of being in bed of warmth beneath you, the soft press of sheets against skin, is already part of the process. It doesn't matter if your thoughts are racing or drifting or circling like birds over an open field. What matters is that you're lying here now, with breath moving through your nose and mouth, steady and quiet. Let's begin gently with something small, something physical, neutral, unconnected to any idea, plan, or memory. Focus on the weight of the blanket across your chest, not how much it weighs, not whether it feels too light or heavy, but just the feeling, a gentle pressure that settles into your ribs like a quiet hand. It's there. You don't have to change it. You can let it be exactly as it is. Now bring attention down through your body, not checking for tension, not searching for release, but simply noticing where you feel contact with the bed. Your back presses against the mattress in smooth, continuous lines from shoulder blade to hip. The curve of your spine rests into the support beneath you. There's no need to adjust it or make it better. It just is. You're lying on a surface that holds you without asking anything. Your hands are at your sides now, fingers curled slightly as if in sleep mode, relaxed, but not limp, present, but not engaged. Notice how they rest, not what they might do tomorrow, not the last thing they touched or the next time they'll need to type something. Just their current position, the soft weight of them on the bedsheet. Now shift your awareness to breath. It's already happening, even if you don't feel it much. You don't have to change it. There is no right rhythm or depth. Let yourself notice how air moves in through your nose, cool and slightly thin at first, then warming as it travels down into your chest. That warmth spreads slowly, not rushing, not forcing anything as the breath fills you. When it rises toward the top of your lungs, pause just a moment. Not long enough to strain or hold, but long enough for the sensation to be felt. The space that opens behind your sternum when air arrives. Then let it out slowly and without effort. The exhale is longer than the inhale sometimes, not because you're trying to make it so, but just because your body knows how to settle. Let each breath take its natural shape. Let it rise and fall like water under a bridge, not guided by will or intention, just allowed to move through you as if carried by something older than thought. Now let's bring in one more thing, a small anchor that doesn't need to mean anything, but can help keep your attention from wandering too far into the dark places of memory or future planning. It's not about solving anything, not even about staying focused, just a point of gentle return, like a stone dropped in water where ripples spread outward. Feel the contact between your head and the pillow. That soft surface beneath your skull, how it conforms to your shape without pressure. The edge of the pillow is slightly firmer than the middle, but you don't have to push into either part. Just let your skin rest against it as if this were a place where time slows down. There's no need to be aware of how many seconds pass between breaths, or how long it takes for thought to arrive and leave. You're not tracking anything. You are simply allowing yourself to be here, in the quiet between thoughts, in the space that exists, even when nothing is happening. A memory may drift in, something from childhood perhaps, smell you haven't smelled in years, a word spoken during a dream you've forgotten. But it doesn't need your attention. It comes like fog rolling through a field, visible for a moment, then dissolving into air again. You don't have to follow it. You can let it pass like wind over grass. The same with a future worry, the one that hums in the background about something you haven't even begun to prepare for. You don't need to imagine what will happen or how you'll respond. Just feel its presence. Name it quietly in your awareness as that thing or the idea of tomorrow. And then let go. You're not avoiding these thoughts. You're simply choosing not to hold them. Not now. This moment is not for decisions or planning. It's for being present with the feeling of weight on your body, the warmth of breath in your throat, the softness of pillow under your head. Let each idea arrive and leave without resistance. Like leaves floating down a river, some dark, some light, some caught briefly in a current before drifting away again. You don't need to pick them up or decide which ones are useful. The stream is moving on its own. You're just watching from the bank. You're lying still in the dark, not asleep yet, but close enough that your body has begun to forget how to move. The weight of the blanket stays where it fell, across your hips and thighs, not tight, not loose, just present like a quiet promise. It doesn't need to be adjusted. You don't have to lift one arm or shift a shoulder. Let it stay as it is, heavy in its own way, but not demanding anything from you. There's no effort required in holding that weight. It's already doing what it was meant to do. Press down lightly on your limbs and remind you that you are here, contained by fabric and air. The room doesn't shift. The walls don't breathe. But there is a kind of stillness that lives beneath the surface of silence, a quiet so deep it feels like pressure against your ears, not because it's loud, but because it's full. This isn't empty space. It's thick with things you can't see, old breaths, forgotten rhythms, particles suspended in air long after they should have settled. Your skin knows them without naming them. You don't have to understand where the warmth comes from, or why your shoulder feels slightly heavier than it did a minute ago. Let that be enough. There's There's no need to explain any of this. No need for proof or logic. The way your fingers rest against your stomach is not an accident, nor is the slight curve in your spine as you lie on your back. These are just shapes your body makes when it stops trying to fix itself. You're not correcting anything. You're not aligning with anyone's ideal of stillness. This isn't about being perfect or reaching a state. It's simply allowing yourself to be what you already are. A person in bed at night, awake, but no longer fighting. A thought arrives, just one, like a single grain of sand falling into the eye of an old clock. You don't need to place it anywhere. Don't ask why it came now or how long it will stay. Just let it sit there like dust on glass, visible, uninvited, but not significant. It doesn't demand your attention. It's not a warning. It's just something that happened in the dark. You're not required to respond. Let it be what it is. Now feel the air near your mouth, the faintest trace of moisture from where you exhaled earlier. That warmth lingers even after the breath has passed, like an echo without sound. You can't see it, but you know it's there because your skin remembers how heat moves across surface. It's not warm enough to burn or cold enough to shiver. Just a soft reminder that life is still moving through you, even when nothing feels active. Let the air settle between breaths again, slow and unhurried, not trying to fill up anything, not waiting for something new. There is no goal in this pause, no reason to hurry toward sleep or away from wakefulness. You are not escaping anything. You're simply resting inside a space that exists outside of time, the kind where you can be awake without being alert, aware without being engaged. The ceiling above you holds nothing but shadow and silence, yet it's not empty. It carries the memory of light, how things looked before they were turned off, how colors faded slowly into gray when no one was watching. You don't need to remember any of that. But if a shape drifts across your mind, the curve of a window frame, the edge of a curtain, the way the lamp used to cast patterns on wood, you can let it pass like wind through trees. No holding, no naming. There's no reason to keep track of how many thoughts have come and gone. There's nothing to count or compare. You're not measuring progress by the number of mental moments you've released. The only thing that matters is this: your body's still here, your breath still moving through your chest, your skin still touching surfaces that cradle without judgment. A sound might rise from somewhere far away, muffled by walls and distance, a car passing, a pipe shifting in the floor, wind brushing against glass. But you don't need to identify it. Don't wonder where it came from or what it means. It's not trying to get your attention. You're allowed to hear it and forget it immediately. Your legs are loose now, not stiff with effort, not tense with anticipation. They've stopped waiting for the next step. Your feet don't need to be ready to walk. The soles rest against the mattress like stones in a creaked. Still, settled, no longer expecting motion. You're not trying to make anything happen between your toes or ankles. There's no purpose to the way they curve slightly under the blanket. Let them stay. Now let your awareness drift down again, not toward any specific sensation, but simply allowing yourself to be aware of being present in this space where nothing is urgent. Not a single thing needs to be solved, decided, remembered, or forgotten. There's no future arriving at your door, no past calling out for review, just the quiet hum that lives behind closed eyes, like electricity running through wires you've never touched. You don't have to believe it's safe. You just have to allow yourself to feel its presence, the way a room feels when all the clocks have stopped and no one is listening. The edges of your vision blur softly at the corners, not because you're sleepy, but because your mind has stopped chasing what it can't hold. There's no need to grasp onto clarity or make sense of anything anymore. You are not required to be whole or complete right now. You don't have to be sharp or alert. Just let yourself exist in this moment as a person who is neither awake nor asleep, but somewhere between, like water before it becomes steam or ice. If a worry surfaces, the kind that doesn't sound like words, but feels like pressure behind the eyes, like weight on your chest, it doesn't need to be named. Don't ask if you should fix it. Don't wonder whether you'll remember it tomorrow. Just let it exist as a sensation in your body, heavy, familiar, maybe even dull with repetition, and then let go of it, not by force, not by fighting, but simply by noticing that it's possible to stop holding on. You don't have to do anything about it. You're not responsible for every thought that appears like fog at midnight. The brain doesn't need permission to wander. It just needs space to return without being punished for leaving. So let the next one come, whether it's a word from an old conversation, a half-remembered line of poetry, or simply the feeling of your own breath inside your nose. Let it drift in like a leaf on water, and then sink beneath the surface again. No need to follow it down. There's no instruction manual for this kind of rest. There are no rules about how long you must stay here or when you're allowed to leave. You aren't being tested. No one is watching. This isn't performance. It's just presence, simple, unpolished, unedited. Your hands lie where they fell, open palms facing up, fingers slightly curved, as if ready to catch something that never arrived. They don't need to be useful. Don't think about what they might do in the morning or whether they'll be tired by noon. Just let them stay resting on your body like small islands in a slow-moving sea. The air is cool now where it touches your neck, not cold enough to shiver, but just enough that you notice the change, how temperature shifts without warning, how the skin adjusts without effort. Let yourself feel that shift, not analyzing it, not reacting, but simply receiving it as part of this quiet moment. Like a leaf brushing against your collarbone and then letting go. You don't have to remember what came before or worry about what will come after. You're not responsible for connecting anything. The thoughts aren't yours to organize. They drift in like birds passing overhead, brief, uninvited, but not threatening. And when one lands too close, the kind that makes your chest tighten with the weight of what might be said tomorrow, you don't need to push it away. You just need to let it float upward again on its own wings, without resistance, without care. This isn't about clearing your mind. It's about allowing it to breathe without pressure. You are not trying to make anything happen, not even sleep. Not tonight. You're letting go of that intention like a stone sinking in still water, no splash, no ripple, just a quiet descent into where effort doesn't matter anymore. The air moves over your skin without needing permission, brushing against you like something almost forgotten, something that has always been here, but only now returns to attention. It's not warm, it's not cold, it simply is. And in its neutrality, there is no demand. Your breath stays steady beneath the weight of what isn't said. You don't need to control how long each inhale lasts, or how deeply you release. The rhythm settles into your ribs like a second pulse, one that doesn't report to any schedule, one that doesn't care if it's on time. It just moves quietly and consistently, as though it has known this pattern for years, even when you haven't been aware of it. There is no need to keep track of how long the silence has lasted, or whether it feels longer than last week, than last month, than any night before. You are not measuring time by memory or expectation. The space between one breath and the next isn't empty. It holds a kind of quiet weight that doesn't press, but simply exists, like dust motes hanging in light you can't see. The blanket rests on your body not as a cover, but as something older than warmth, an object that remembers how to hold still. Its fabric has worn down at the edges from years of being pulled, smoothed, tucked, and left untended. It knows what it means to be heavy with habit, to carry weight without complaint. You feel its pressure across your hips, along your thighs, not as burden, but as continuity, like a hand placed gently on your shoulder by someone who has never spoken, but always been there. And you don't have to ask why that memory surfaces now, the one of being small and tucked under something too big for you, the kind of blanket that smelled faintly of laundry soap from years ago, the way it folded around your shoulders like a secret. It doesn't need to be named or explained. You just let it come in like a slow breath, not as truth, but as texture, not as fact, but as feeling. There is no point at which you must decide whether this moment belongs to comfort or loneliness. It simply holds both without choosing. The body knows how to carry that kind of ambiguity, how to rest when the mind cannot explain why it's safe. Your feet are tucked into the foot of the bed, not because they were placed there, but but because they have always been there, like roots settling deeper in soil you've never seen. They don't need direction or purpose. The toes curl slightly, as if testing for resistance in the air. Just a small movement, no goal behind it, just sensation. You're not trying to become anything different than what you are right now. Someone who is awake enough to feel, but not so awake that they must act. Not alert enough to plan, not lost enough to panic. There's space between those two places, a quiet threshold where thoughts arrive and leave without a contract. A thought rises, not urgent, not sudden, just drifting in like smoke from a distant fire you can't quite place. It doesn't carry urgency or name itself with words. It only says, something might need to be said, but then it stops before the sentence finishes. And that's enough. You don't have to complete it. You're not responsible for every thread that flares in your mind at midnight. Let it trail off like a voice fading down a long hallway where no one answers and no reply is expected. The sound doesn't disappear. It just slows into the air until it becomes part of what's already there. Silence that isn't empty, but full with absence. The wall beside you holds its shape without needing to be looked at. It doesn't care if your eyes are open or closed, whether you're remembering anything or nothing at all. It simply exists in the way walls do, steady, unchanging, indifferent, not out of cruelty, but because they've never been asked to care. Your spine lies along the mattress like a line drawn without purpose, not straight, not curved, just present. The bones don't need to align themselves with anything. They rest where they fell, supported by layers beneath them, springs and padding and time. You feel their quiet alignment not as structure, but as stillness, an absence of effort. There's a soft hum in the house that you can't locate, maybe from wiring, maybe from a refrigerator humming far away, maybe just an echo of electricity moving through walls without light. It doesn't demand attention. It only exists like breath, like shadow, like sound that comes and goes with no need to be recognized. You don't have to wonder if it's real or imagined. You don't have to decide whether it matters. The hum is not a message. It's just noise in the world, passing through you as though you were air. The pillow beneath your head has softened over time, not from use alone, but because of how many bodies have rested on it without knowing they'd leave behind their shape. It remembers pressure and heat, even when no one is there to feel it anymore. And now, you're sinking into that memory again, into the way a space holds what was once held. You don't need to reclaim anything from this night. You aren't gathering fragments or building something out of them. The act of holding thoughts doesn't make them true or important. It only makes them visible, and visibility is not obligation. Your fingers lie relaxed now, one resting slightly across the other, like two people who have met by accident and decided to stay quiet together. No need to move them. No reason to press down or lift up. They are simply part of your body's quiet conversation with stillness. The air changes again, not dramatically, not in a way you'd notice during daylight, but subtly, as though the house exhaled after holding its breath for hours. It cools near your neck and warms where it touches your shoulder, shifting without warning or explanation. And yet, you don't react. You just let it pass through like wind across water. There's no need to protect yourself from what might come next. No reason to brace against tomorrow's weight before it arrives. The night doesn't care if you're ready. It never asked for permission to be long or cold or full of thoughts that don't know how to leave. You're not being tested on how well you handle this moment. No one is grading your attention span, your ability to focus, or your power to quiet the mind. You are simply allowed, just like the air, just like the blanket, just like the hum, to be exactly as you are, awake enough to feel, but not so much that you must act. You don't have to fix anything. Not even this feeling of being caught between waking and sleeping. The way your body feels both heavy and light at once, like a person who has forgotten how to run, but hasn't yet learned how to stop walking. There is no urgency in the pause between thoughts, not because there are none, but because you're not chasing them. You let them come and go without greeting or farewell. They arrive unannounced and leave unmarked, like guests at a party who never said their name. Even when one stays too long, when it settles into your chest with the weight of something that could have been said but wasn't, you don't need to push it away. You only need to notice how it feels, not as truth or fear, but simply as temperature. Warm where it sits, heavy like a stone wrapped in cloth. And then you let go, not by force, not by will, but because there's nowhere else for it to go except back into the dark space behind your thoughts, into the place where things aren't sorted or explained or stored, just left. The blanket shifts slightly on its own, no movement from you, no shift in position, just a slow drift, as if something inside it has decided to change direction without being asked. You feel that shift not as disruption, but as continuity, a small signal that the world still moves even when you don't control it. You don't have to keep up. You are not being asked to do anything with your thoughts now, not even to let them go. They don't need an ending, just a pause where they can settle without being judged for staying too long or leaving too soon. The kind of stillness that isn't silence, but the soft hum beneath it, the quiet after something has finished speaking and hasn't yet decided what comes next. You're not trying to sleep. You aren't even trying to stay awake. There's no effort in this moment, no pushing, no pulling, no holding your breath between one thought and the next. The way a leaf drifts down through air that doesn't care whether it lands on grass or stone. It only moves because gravity is gentle enough not to demand anything from it. Your body knows how to rest even when your mind forgets what that feels like. That part of you deep in muscle and bone, below the surface of awareness, is already doing its work. Your breath slips into a rhythm, so slow it barely seems real. You don't need to watch it, don't need to fix it or guide it. It's been breathing for longer than your thoughts have existed, and it will keep going long after they've vanished like fog from the edge of a field at dawn. The blanket still holds warmth in its folds, the kind that stays even when you aren't touching it directly. You feel it near your hip, low on your side, where heat pools naturally without effort. Not because you're holding onto it, but because it remembers how to hold you back. It doesn't know your name. It doesn't care about deadlines or unfinished emails or the way tomorrow might surprise you with a demand that feels impossible today. All it knows is pressure and shape, and the quiet kind of loyalty only things like blankets can have. The air shifts again, just slightly, and you don't correct yourself for noticing. There's no need to adjust your posture, to reach for something, or even turn your head. You're not missing anything by staying still. Not even time. Time isn't a line you must walk or a clock you must follow. It is just breath between one thought and the next. Just the way warmth moves from shoulder to arm without asking permission. Even if an idea comes, something that feels urgent, something that wants your attention like it's been waiting all night, it doesn't need to be answered. Not now. Not in this quiet stretch where nothing is required of you except being present. You are allowed not to respond, allowed not to decide anything. The mind may flash with a sentence half formed, whether the door is locked, what they might say now, if someone forgot your birthday, or if it even matters. But those aren't truths that must be acted on. They're just shapes passing through the dark, like shadows on water. And you don't have to hold them. You don't need to let go of anything, because letting go isn't the point. The point is not control, not resolution. It's simply staying here now, with your eyes closed and your hands resting where they fell, with your body relaxed into the shape it made before you tried to change it. The rhythm of your breath slows further, not by choice, but because there's no reason for speed anymore. The kind of slowness that comes when nothing is rushing toward you, when the world doesn't need you to be faster or sharper or more aware. You are not behind. You are not late. There is no moment you must catch up to. Even your thoughts slow down, not because they're gone, but because they've stopped trying to prove anything. They don't have to be important. They don't have to matter. They can just be, like dust in the air, floating undisturbed, not needing a home or an explanation. You aren't responsible for what floats by. You are simply allowed to exist inside this quiet, not as as someone who should be doing more, thinking less, waking up sooner. Just